morning from Venice. Is that really made with artichokes, Dodo?
Yeah, on the bottle is a big artichoke.
But I don't know if it tastes like artichokes. I don't think it does.
I'm a big fan of artichokes.
I love them.
Unless they're like...
It's very bitter.
What do you call it? Pickled artichokes.
But it's good.
You like the one.
Try it.
Is that pickled?
It's bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but bitter in Italy is a good thing. They love bitter things here.
It's really nice.
It is nice, isn't it? You like bitter things.
Yeah.
Fair. Bitter over sweet.
Yeah. Soggy or it's...
You should have this then. This is the Chinar spritz.
Bacari.
That's good. That's my new favourite drink.
Are they bokeh? Are they really bokeh?
Are they bokeh?
Yep.
Are they nice?
I'm gonna get this big one. You know, if you know how to tell if they're fresh? No. When you put the lime on, they react to it. Like that's what that means. That's what they're not fresh.
No. Like the little basta. This little bit here reacts, but no, they're not good. I think they're fresh ones.
I got the big one. It's better than me. Like.
You just I thought you were.
Yeah,
That's a big one.
That's what she said.
That's true. Those are pretty good.
I'm so happy right now.
I think it's a good oyster. Want it? So we're in Vino Bero, which is a wine bar in the Canarengio area. It's a little bit more expensive than like other normal bars in Venice, but it's very good.
Hey,
You hear that?
ladies, it's time to go.
Where? Jesus Christ, that's a lot of noise for 6 p.m. Fucking Quasimodo's up there.
Over there? Yeah. So this used to be a brothel. And that hole over there, through a mechanism of mirrors, from the inside, they used to see who was at the door, knocking the door. And if you were a good client, they would let you in. If you were a bad client, they wouldn't let you in. Because it was a brothel, but like a very exclusive brothel. And you find those kind of
Holes in the ceiling.
in few areas in Venice. We're going here. Latte, stracciatella, yogurt, crema di
Three tips for when you come to Venice. So tip number one, Venice is for cicchetti and snacks. We are doing a 2-day Bacaro tour. A Bacaro is a small, dingy little bar that serves glasses of wine and an ombra, which is another word for shade. Venetians call it a giro di ombra, which is literally a walk in the shade, which means you go from dingy little bar to dingy little bar, drinking just these small glasses of wine and little cicchetti, which is a piece of bread with something on it. They are where you'll find the true Venetians in Venice. They are not full of tourists. They're also not big places, so you can't fit like big groups of people into them. You often have to stand on the street. Don't be that annoying tourist who's like, do you have any chairs, or can I have a chair? Don't ask for a chair. If there's no chairs, there's no chairs. And that's what we're doing. Yesterday we had one meal for dinner out in a restaurant, which you'll have seen already, and today we're going for lunch in a trattoria in the very, very, very far east part of Venice. So we are having 2 meals here, but the rest of the food we're eating is snacks and cicchetti, because that's how Venice should be done. You should not be sitting in restaurants going for big meals every single time that you come to Venice. Venice is for cicchetti and snacks.
So if you want to take a gondola but you don't have €80 to spend for 30 minutes on a gondola, then you can come to this place and you can take it directly across the Grand Canal. So from Cadoro to basically Rialto Market, and I think it's €2.50. We're about to find out if it's gone up in price or not, because it was €1 when I first came here, but now I think it's definitely gone up. It's just your luck. We came in the fish market. It's not on this morning. You have to come very, very early if you want to come to it. It's in this room. Fruit and veg is over there. And also in this big room in front of me here.
from Venice used to come to Verona, and we used to sell the same spices from Venice in Piazza Erbe in Verona. And that's the prison. And they used to, rather than going out, they used to walk them through this bridge. And it's called the Bridge of the Sospiri because that was the last, from the window, that was the last time a Venetian could see Venice and its water, because then it was gonna end up in prison. And that's why, because they were like,
That's the prison there.
yeah, that's the prison, and that's the Palazzo Ducale, so the Doge's place. So for that little window, that was your last chance, if you were a criminal, to see Venice, basically. And its water and its beauty.
That's it for the tourist areas. We're going inside to find another bar. It's too busy, way too busy, isn't it, Dodo? He doesn't want to be in the video, but he's the star of the video. The spritz was invented in Venice. If I'm not wrong. I'm wrong, apparently. No, the spritz was invented in Venice, okay? A spritz is a combination of wine, some kind of bitter liqueur, and soda water. Now, the classic recipe is a third, a third, a third. The average price for this should be €3, 3 to 4 euros. If you're paying any more than that, then it's an expensive establishment. So this one was €3.50. This is a Cynar spritz, so there are many different spritz you can get. You have Select, which is the vintage old style Campari. Select is Venetian, it's a red bottle just like Campari. So you have Select, you have Campari, you have Aperol, you have Cynar, then you have a Misto, which is a mix of Aperol and Campari together. And the last one is a Bianco. This is a Bianco, which is just wine and water. This is an Aperol, which is a third Aperol, a third wine, a third sparkling water. And this is a Cynar spritz, which is like an artichoke flavoured liqueur. A third wine, a third water, with a slice of lemon and an olive. That is the real Venetian spritz. But in the UK, they do 90 mils of Prosecco, 60 mils of bitters, and a splash of water, a splash of soda water. And that's the more common one that you get in like London or Glasgow. Yeah, it's stronger with Prosecco. It's got more wine in it. And that's the one with Prosecco. But the ones that we're drinking now is like a still white wine, and that's the best recipe. €3.50. Cheers! And this is bitter, but not as bitter as Campari. So, if this is too sweet, then I recommend this one, or a Misto, which is a mix of this and Campari, with Aperol and Campari. And this one is my new favourite. I really like it. Cheers. So guys, the absolute last tip for Venice is don't be a tourist. Don't be that person who asks for ice in their wine. Don't be that person who asks exact ingredients in every single cicchetti. Learn a little bit of Italian before you come. Learn the word for posso avere un spritz, can I have a spritz? Like, learn these little things, because the fact of the matter is Venetians don't like tourists. Can you imagine if you had a beautiful place and then one day it was just full of tourists, full of horrible tourists, pushing and like shoving and be absolutely awful. So I understand why Venetians don't like tourists. And so try and be the best type of tourist when you come here. Pay your city tax before you arrive. Just be mindful that like this is not Disneyland. People live here, so be mindful of that, you know? Just don't be annoying. This is bacala mantecato, which is like a fish paste. I think it's from Northern Europe. It's a salted, dried, cured fish, which is then mashed up and made into like a pate, which looks like this. It's not very appetizing, but it's so delicious. You've not had one. He's not had one since he's been here. This is it. This is what you want when you come to Venice. You have to have this. This is what you want. Bacala mantecato. It's fish pate, basically. So good. I love it.